Hey everybody, it's Mark here with Selling Kelowna Real Estate Group. And if you've been thinking about moving to Kelowna, Kettle Valley might be one of the best neighborhoods for you. Depending on your budget, there is a little bit of a range in it, but you get some homes from 1990 all the way to brand new 2024. And there's new neighborhood, new homes going up every single day. So it offers sweeping views of the lake, vineyards, pretty much everything you can ask for. To top it all off, it is also family friendly. So it is one of those most desirable neighborhoods that has some pros and some cons. So we're going to get into it a little bit in this video here. And part of the Living in Kelowna channel is we're doing a video every Thursday of the week. And we're going to put out information from real estate statistics to neighborhood tours like you're getting today to property tours. So whatever you're looking for in the real estate market, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. Let me know in the comments as well, anything you want to see, any different types of videos, because I want to make sure I'm providing you the value, what you want. So Kettle Valley in all the way, if you look at the types of housing in Kettle Valley, you're going to see homes ranging from 1990 is normally the oldest type of style build you'll get, all the way to brand new builds. And these are mostly single family homes. However, there are some strata properties that are coming up. There's more developments, more commercial developments happening right now. So actually Kettle Valley is a lot more desirable this year in 2024, now that it has shopping closer to it than it was in prior years, where you'd have to drive down and you'd take you 10-15 minutes just to go to the grocery store. Now it is actually literally out your back door for some of the properties there. So that's something to consider that is changing the industry and changing the value in Kettle Valley. And with the types of houses in here, you're going to see a mix of different types of architectural styles, from traditional craftsman style builds all the way to modern and contemporary builds. So it really depends on what you're looking for. There's different designs that give you a different visual appeal. Kettle Valley, what draw people to Kettle Valley is the different lifestyles. So when you're looking at Kettle Valley, people are going to want to move here and live there for the lifestyle. It offers different suburban type of feel with the brand new homes and the lake views. You're going to get some great views of the lake, as well as being family friendly. You are close proximity to a lot of different schools and a good community base, where the families I know living in the neighborhood, they love living in there. And they really build and create a whole little network between all the different friends and make it easy for, you know, friends to come over for the kids and the family, and even the parent get-togethers. Just makes life living a lot more easier and a lot more friendly and a little bit easier to get through, especially in need of a pinch if you need help or that sort of thing. There is some great demand and great people that live in Kettle Valley. Depending on what part of the lifestyle you're looking for, it has everything from trails right out your back door. We have a property we're just listing on Vision Court, and there's a trail literally out the back door, taking you into the mountains. There's opportunities to go side-by-siding or quadding, whatever the situation, whatever you're into. There are a lot of different opportunities right now in the neighborhood and what you can want to do. There are numerous parks because it is family friendly. There are schools in the neighborhood, but there are also parks that you can take your kids to, fields to play with, play soccer, whatever you're looking to do. Kettle Valley has a good mix of, seems like, everything that you do have. The one decline and the one bad thing I guess I would say about Kettle Valley is it is on an incline and it is a little bit further away from city center. So the biggest thing you're going to come across if you do want to live in Kettle Valley is if you have to commute downtown, you might have to budget and accommodate, you know, anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the type of day and when you're going in the traffic, to get just to downtown Kelowna. So a lot of people will compare or put a bad reputation on West Kelowna for the commute to downtown Kelowna. However, Kettle Valley is starting to make a name for itself because it is growing so rapidly and there's a lot of new homes going in there. There isn't the infrastructure put in place yet to be able to get with the morning commutes, everybody to downtown Kelowna. The types of people that do live in Kettle Valley, you're going to see a mix of everybody, but a largest demographic likely is going to be the families and young professionals in there. You do get a mix of retirees as well, but based on the types of lots and the types of properties, we're starting to see a lot more younger families moving into it based on all the different positive attributes with all this, like the schools and the parks and everything that the community offers. It does continue to attract those younger families. One of the prior biggest cons with living in Kettle Valley was the proximity to shopping, but that has all changed now. So I'm going to take that one off the list today because it used to be an issue where you'd have to go 10-15 minutes just to go get groceries and you'd have to battle traffic. But in this situation, they have a brand new Save On Foods that just opened up. There's also a Shoppers Drug Mart that just opened up. So you are getting more and more opportunities 5 minutes away from your house without having to commute to the Save On Foods and battle, and everybody's all going to the same Save On Foods. Everybody's battling for the same groceries. So that is becoming less of an issue. And now it's really being focused on being able to spend more time in your location in Kettle Valley once you're there. If you don't have to leave. Biggest draw right now to Kettle Valley, I would say, would be either the types of housing that they have. So you do get the modern brand new homes, and they're really desirable types and styles of homes. But with those homes, oftentimes comes those big sweeping lakeview homes where you're perched because of the structure and where you're positioned on the side of the mountain in Kettle Valley. You do get some good sweeping views, and a lot of times the houses that are in front of you, you don't even notice. So not all properties do have lake views. If you're on the upside of the street, you probably are not going to have a lake view, or it's going to be limited, and your architectural style, the build style is going to be a little bit different, where it's more of a walk up versus a walk out rancher, which would be on the downside of the mountain. A lot of properties do, and there is a difference in pricing on those homes. So homes in these neighborhood are ranging from anywhere from $850,000 all the way to $5 million properties. And there's brand new properties built in 2024. Most of them have pools. A lot of them, some of them don't, and they do have the lake view. So it really depends. There is a mix of everything for everybody. It really just depends on what you're looking for and what fits your family's lifestyle. So let me know in the comments what you're looking for in a neighborhood. If Kettle Valley is on your list, what attributes in a neighborhood do you look for